Hey, what's up, my coinaholics? I'm Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you for taking time to join me out of your day. And in this episode, this is a request of one of my patrons who had sent me an email. Sean, I'm really intrigued about double struck coins. You say it looks damaged. I want to know more. Gladly, man. I got it here for you. Now comes the kind of the daunting task of trying to explain it. And I figure the best way to help illustrate exactly how double struck coins came to be, it always helps to look at a reference photo. In this particular case, this is a photo that I've put up. This is courtesy of coinnews.net, by the way. And this is what you would consider, or this is what's called a collar. Okay, the collar is the three-piece circular insert that is surrounding the coin. And what it does is it seats the coin in the striking chamber, and it sits right on that anvil die before it's struck. All right, so it sits it in there, keeps it in place. Okay, and then we have the striking process going on, and then the coin becomes ejected into a hopper with a bunch of other coins that are produced and ready to go. So the way that double strike coins happen is somewhere along the line. Okay, that one tiny little coin that's sitting right in the middle of your screen, in the middle of that collar, well, doesn't quite eject. All right, so the coin will stay in place for the second strike, and it'll strike it another time, one more time, before eventually either a mint employee discovers the error in question, or it'll just eject on its own. Okay, and through the various bits and parts and moving whatchamacallits that's on these minting presses, it'll do that really easily. And it does it with rapid succession because they're cranking out tons, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of coins every day. So that is exactly what the collar is. Okay, we need to know exactly what that is. In addition to keeping the coin in place, the collar will also have the reeded lines, or it'll have the lettered edges, for like the dollars and things of that nature. So as a coin is struck, the metal stretches a little bit, it's encased in that collar, and then it also strike whatever edge elements are on that coin. So another reference photo that I wanted to show you guys is what you see here. Okay, it's real simple. A coin in a normal process gets struck, and then it'll become ejected and then thrown into a hopper with a bunch of already produced, completed coins. That is the traditional first step in the minting process. Okay, as far as strikes go. Now we're not going to get into like creation of the dies and masterminding the designs and doing the sculpting and the engraving and all that stuff, but the actual mintage part of it, where the coins are being produced, that's the first normal step in all of this. So in a double struck error situation, okay, a coin is struck once, it doesn't eject. Sometimes it'll rotate, or sometimes it'll flip around, so that way when it's struck the second time, you'll have impressions of the obverse on the reverse, and vice versa. Okay, so there's like one of either two ways of a double strike, the kind of attributes that you're going to see if in fact you do have one of these error coins. Hopefully I didn't lose you there. So in this particular case, okay, the coin wasn't ejected correctly the first time around. Sometimes it'll stay put, sometimes it'll rotate a little bit. When it rotates, you can see a lot more of the double strike diagnostical features, whereas if it just stays put and then it gets struck on the same exact place on that coin, you won't see it as well. The more radical double struck coins are going to be the ones that they call flip overs. Okay, the coin will literally flip over. An ejection will be attempted. The coin will instead flip right on the die again and get ready for the second strike. Sometimes another coin will come into that striking chamber, and then you can have pretty neat like overlap double strike coins and elements and things of that nature. Traditionally, you don't really see those come out of the mint unless they bypass the quality control process, and then they end up going into those ballistic bags and on their way to the Fed Reserve banks. All right. So I pulled aside 6 relatively recent examples of double struck coins, and they can occur anywhere. All right, and you're going to see on this list quite a diversification of coins in which a double strike can occur. So you're going to have to not go out of your way to necessarily look for this coin. Of course, you have to look for varieties and other errors as well, but also look at every single possible scenario, whether you're looking at proof coins, old coins, modern coins, straight out of change. You get the big idea. So the first coin that I want to talk about on the list is, by the way, every single coin was sold on Heritage Auction, so it made it easy. All the photo credits go out to them. What we have here is the 1959 Lincoln Memorial Cent, first year in the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, of course. So this one's pretty neat, and the coin appears to have spent some time in circulation, only because it's oxidized brown. It's got a little wear on there. This one right here is simply a double struck coin that rotated in the collar. It didn't flip over. So you're going to have a double kind of like strike of the obverse on one side and then double reverse on the other side. And then you have a coin effectively that's probably one of the more attractive, visually appealing errors. Okay, it kind of looks like it might be a damaged coin, like someone took 2 coins and pressed them together on purpose to give the illusion of a double die or a double struck error. Okay, and those are pretty easy to discern from one to the other. Now this one right here is an NGC graded Mint State 62 brown. And in case you're wondering how much a coin like this would sell for, okay, keep in mind, this is one of the top kind of like, I'm going to call it the tier 1 errors in which it's very sought after. People wish to own as many examples as they can because it is simply an irresistibly dramatic error out of all the errors that are out there. This one right here, and it's one of the most under the radar, as in it could be easily overlooked if you're not careful. So this one sold February 23rd of 2018, so a little over a year ago, for $576. All right. If you have a coin like this, I would certainly recommend that you get it authenticated. You spend the money to make sure that you have a legitimate double struck error coin. Okay, because again, you have those counterfeit or vice jobs out there that certainly look similar but are not. So the next coin that we have on the list is going to be, again, proof positive that you can find these anywhere. Okay, in this case, this is a 1910 Liberty Head nickel. Okay, it's a much older issue than probably what we would normally find out in today's modern pocket change world, I guess. But this one right here is another double struck in collar, no flip over whatsoever. So you have two strikes of an obverse on one side and then the reverse same as well. This one was graded Annex Fine 12, and this one sold on Heritage Auctions June 15th of 2018 for $3,360. Couple general observations on this coin. Okay, number one, it has been circulated. Okay, and you are probably thinking the same thing I was when you first see this coin. It's like, oh man, that thing's damaged. It's got glue on it, so it has like a transfer of another nickel on there at one point. You just never know. Okay, so with coins like this, again, they could go on circulating for many years, if not decades, until someone astute enough takes it out of their change, out of their piggy bank, out of their jar at home, and they really sit down and deep dive into what this error is, and come to find out it's a really old double struck error coin. Okay, this one is really nice. You have lots of the elements, and you have just enough of a rotation that you get to see all of it, which is really cool. So the third coin on the list that we have here, okay, is back to another modern issue. Again, these can occur anywhere. This one is on a 2000p Sacagawea dollar. This one, however, is a double struck flip over. Okay, so you have elements of the reverse showing on the obverse of the coin, and then vice versa on the opposite side of that coin. So it's very dramatic when you have a flip over and you have, the eagle profile line sitting or overlaying on top of Sacagawea's profile. It is really stunning. This one is an NGC graded Mint State 64, and this one sold on Heritage Auctions December 13th of 2018 in the amount of $1,320. Again, the coin is not a high grade coin. However, it is extremely valuable. It's a coin that effectively, bam, you just made yourself $1,000 without even thinking about it. And it's an error that people traditionally would construe as being damaged, all right, without even thinking. It looks scratched, or, it's pressed together with another coin. So the hits just keep on coming. And in the case of this one is really cool. If you guys are interested in seeing what a clad double struck coin looks like after prolonged circulation, this 1990p Washington quarter has all of the attributes of what I was just describing. It's a double struck coin, it's a flip over, so you effectively see the eagle's profile on the obverse of the coin overlapping Washington's bust. It's crazy. This is one of the crazier looking coins that has circulated quite a lot, actually. I mean, the coin looks like it's been around the block a few times. This is an NGC graded AU58, so it's about uncirculated. It has been circulated at one point. And this one sold November 9th of 2011, so it's been a minute, for $1,495. Really cool example right here. Now keep an eye out for something that looks like this. You would be surprised. Now, of course, I just love adding a coin like this. Okay, it's one of my favorite designs in modern coin history. So the bicentennial age of coins from the quarter, half dollar, and Ike dollar, with that really cool different reverse and the double date. It's one of my childhood favorites. This is a 1976 Bicentennial Kennedy. Okay, it's all clad all the time. Okay, no silver or anything. This one was double struck in the collar. Rotated, okay, so it didn't flip over. You're not seeing the elements of Independence Hall on the obverse and vice versa. This is a PCGS Mint State 64. All right, so this one sold August 11th, 2011 on Heritage for $632.50. This one is probably a little bit underpriced, I'll be honest with you. In today's age, this would easily be $1,000 coin. But there you go. Proof yet again that these coins carry a tremendous value. And of course, like Blue Ridge Silverhound style, we're going to end it off on probably one of the most nutsoid double struck era coins that I could possibly find. And yes, if you think you can find this anywhere, how about a proof set? This is a 1998 S San Francisco minted proof Lincoln cent. This one is double struck in the collar, okay? It's got a little bit of rotation, not a flip over style. Take a look at this coin. you can see the letters just kind of rotated and doubled, and you can see the lines of the profile of the memorial on the reverse rotated, and it's crazy what you could find out there. Sometimes we just don't think about, like, oh yeah, you could find it in old coins, or you could find it on Sacagawea dollars, or even presidential dollars, or hey, how about a proof set coin? We don't think about stuff like that, but in this case, this is a great case study example of a coin that it's been overlooked. People look at it like, oh my god, it's damaged. I mean, it got damaged in the process of getting minted or packaged out or whatever. But this one right here is a PCGS Proof 69 Deep Cameo. And this one is the most expensive coin on the list. This one sold August 16th of 2019, so barely a month ago, for $4,560. Okay, this is the most recent sales activity on a coin that traditionally are supposed to be white glove quality coins. In this case, a proof coin that exhibits a double strike error let alone any error, is simply remarkable. But there you go. That's kind of in a nutshell in my most descriptive of videos, if I could, call it that. A kind of tutorial on double struck coins. Okay, keep an eye out on them out there. They show up in older coins, newer coins, proof sets, special strikes, you name it. And these are really a great chase piece. Okay, and they sell for a lot of money. All right, so it's a nice little payday if you could find one. So I want to thank you guys for joining in on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's such a great topic, one of my favorites. As we're getting into the busy season of coin roll hunting, this one ought to be on the top of your list, along with the other dozens of other stuff that I've talked to you about that you can find in coins. Okay, identifying it is the first on the list, and then make something happen with that coin is second. But thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for instant notifications. Make sure you put your settings on public so you do receive that notification. And I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. You guys take care. Okay, you guys enjoy the hobby, and I'll see you next time. Peace.